Hey all, hey y'all. Hey all, hey y'all. Welcome to this edition of PJs and Prophecies. Kingdom Things Podcast, PJs and Prophecies, Pajamas and Prophecies. My name is Ashley Nicole Phillips, and I, just like you, I'm a channel for the divine. I'm a channel for God. I channel energies and messages from God as well as God's creation. I publish these energies and messages within the Kingdom Things Podcast. Kingdom Things Podcast is available to stream here on YouTube as well as Spotify. Whatever energies and messages in which resonate in your heart, within your heart space, you're more than welcome to align up with those energies and informations in order to come into balance internally. Coming into internal balance is coming into a divine alignment, coming into alignment with the higher vibrational aspects of yourself. And these higher vibrational aspects of ourselves have a higher consciousness, a higher awareness of self. With a higher consciousness and a higher awareness of self, we are able to raise our vibratorial frequency of not only ourselves, but as well also above, raise the vibratorial frequency of our reality. With getting into internal balance, we come into higher consciousness or divine alignment with our higher vibratorial frequency of self or our God, Goddess essences. And as we do that, come into higher vibratorial frequencies of self, our realities will mirror the higher vibratorial frequencies of self that we have aligned ourselves with. Coming into a reality, a human being of planet Earth with no disease, coming into a reality, a human being of planet Earth with no famine, coming into a reality, a human being of planet Earth with poverty, world peace, vitality, human beings with lengthy lives, hundreds of years, a long culture of a human being of planet Earth. Now, God seated me with a vision, a dream to share with the world, that in which, within the next 10 years, it is 2023 at the moment. 2023 at the moment, all the Kingdom Things podcast content is timeless, but right now it is 2023. Within the next 10 years, the human being of planet Earth will be in the stream of energies and consciousness to realize that we will be a planet, a human culture with no disease, no poverty, no famine, vitality, as well as world peace. Again, this is the Kingdom Things, Pajamas and Prophecies. Pajamas and Prophecies. I'm excited. I'm nervous at the same time because I was lying down. I was getting ready to go to sleep. I was guided. I was being tapped on the forehead, like, Ashley, by my ancestors, by God, by my spirit guides. Like, you're going to do this episode. We want you to do this episode of Pajamas and Prophecies, and we want you to channel the energies of the portal of the South. The portal of the South is what I'm being guided to call her. Miss Mahalia Jackson. Mrs. Mahalia Jackson. Ms. Mahalia Jackson. The portal of the South. Mrs. Mahalia Jackson, the portal of the South. I was being tapped on the forehead like, Ashley, you're going to do this. Pajamas and Prophecies with Mahalia Jackson, the portal of the South. We want you to do this. I was like, okay, but like I'm not feeling great. My tummy hurts. My tummy hurts a bit. I was guided to eat light, like cook up some tofu, like season some tofu, pan-seared real good with some papaya. And then I had some other food that I was gifted gratefully. It was Thai food, which is so good. And then this Italian gnocchi. So like gnocchi in a red sauce, which was delicious. And I ate it. And I think it's a little heavy for the energies that we're in right now. So my stomach is a little upset. But we're here. We're doing it. So Miss Mahalia Jackson is going to be channeling through myself. And I know we're going to be speaking about, I'm actually being guided to go ahead and speak about it. I do a lot of astral travel as I do a lot of work in the spirit realms. Astral travel is where I go into a deep meditation and my consciousness travels through different dimensions and frequencies, different spaces and dimensions of God's creation, as everything is energy. And again, the higher frequency, the higher the frequency, the lighter the energy. So my consciousness travels and I'm just, my physical body stays put. at home. So I'm doing a lot of spirit work, astral travel, and I was invited to Shangri-La. I was before Shangri-La. I was invited to the holy city in the sky. I'm going to say the holy city in the sky. I was invited to the holy city in the sky. You can go back, Shambhala. I was like, I don't know why this is Shambhala. I was invited to Shambhala, the holy city in the sky. It was astral travel as well. And that experience, I can recall more than Shangri-La. Shambhala, I remember the energies. I remember the feeling of the energy, and I remember studying with gurus with Shambhala. Shambhala, I remember the frequency, energy. I remember what it felt like. The energy of the gurus of the space. It was super high vibrational, extremely high vibrational, and I have the remembrance that I was studying. I was working with gurus of Shambhala, the holy city in the sky. Fast forward, after Shambhala, the holy city in the sky, I was invited to give me a second, y'all. These terms and this energy, like Shangri-La. I was invited to Shangri-La. After Shambhala, I was invited to Shangri-La. Shangri-La, no remembrance at all. Secrecy on 100,000 billion trillion. Super secret. I don't remember. I only was told, and then I got the downloads and the higher conscious awareness to receive downloads. And I had the understanding that I was able to glean and achieve higher conscious awareness to receive these downloads from our Creator, from all that is, because of the assistance that I got within Shangri-La. Thank you so much. I wrote a song. It's called All a Dream. All a Dream. Hold on, that might not be the name. Give me 1 second. Wake me up. We just got to the good part. Don't wake me up. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. Yeah, All a Dream is the name of the song. Marble flossing, pink granite. All a Dream is the name of the song. Existence is a dream. Existence is a dream. The same way that I astral travel to Shambhala, the holy city in the sky, the same way in which I astral travel to Shangri-La is the same way we astral travel to this existence as we are in our waking state. I'm being guided not to put the quotations, as we are in our waking state. The same way that I astral travel to Shambhala, the holy city in the sky, the same way that my consciousness astral travel to Shangri-La is the same way that we exist within this realm of creation, as our consciousnesses are astral traveling to this realm of creation to have this experience, to have this embodiment in what we call the human form as a human on planet Earth. It's all a dream. And when I gleaned this understanding, I was like, okay. It's death of the persona. Death of the persona. Your persona is an illusion. Your persona is an illusion. And I'm going to channel the energies and the learnings, the teachings that I garnered from Shangri-La soon, as well on the Kingdom Things podcast meetup. That will come shortly. But our personas are an illusion, as this experience is our consciousness experiencing this realm of reality, just as when we astral travel to other spaces of reality, our consciousnesses are experiencing those other spaces of reality. being guided to go ahead and allow Mahalia Jackson to come through to channel a message. Thank you, Mahalia Jackson. Mrs. Mahalia Jackson, ahead of time. I want to say before Mrs. Mahalia Jackson comes in, how our personas stifle us from experiencing. How our personas or our egos stifle us from experiencing. And, you know, there's this thing that says that we need our persona, our ego, to survive. It's not that our persona, our ego is bad. It's that our personas and our egos derive from lack survival consciousness. We build our egos and our personas on the need to survive. As our egos, our personas are created to assist us to not get hurt. Whenever we experience something in our reality, in this dream, in which causes us pain, our brain creates receptors, and whenever those energies are that mirror or resemble the situation, the place, the energies in which you got hurt, we have receptors that detect those energies, spaces, and places, time, circumstances in which you got hurt. And whenever anything resembles those places, time, spaces, circumstances in which you got hurt, those receptors set off alarms and shut down your heart, close your heart, send you into fight or flight in order to keep you alive, in order to keep you survived. Our egos, our personas are not bad, but they stem from lack of survival consciousness. Higher vibrational consciousness, lack and survival are not in alignment with higher vibrational consciousness, higher states of awareness. Lack and survival consciousness are not in alignment with higher states of awareness, higher states of consciousness. I'm going to go ahead and allow Mahalia Jackson, invite and welcome Mahalia Jackson, Mrs. Mahalia Jackson, and channel through myself. Thank you so much, Mrs. Mahalia Jackson. Thank you, Ashley, for having me. Thank you for having me. It was only a dream. It was only a dream. Martin Luther King had a dream. I had a dream. The time in which I dwelled in the reality that is humanity. I had a dream that was gifted by our Creator, but my dream that was gifted to me, I saw fit to permeate the energies with my voice, with the frequencies of my voice, of my beingness, of who I was, of who I thought I was. Not realizing that who I thought I was only a minute iota dimension aspect of my truth. And who I thought I was, in which I lived and survived as Mahalia Jackson, is the legacy that the energy that is I will be remembered by. And this is existence. This is okay. This is beautiful. This is creation. This is. You spend your times fighting yourselves, trying to get out of creation, of the creation that is the human being of planet Earth, of the creation that is you, of the ingredients and alchemy and time and thoughtfulness that our Creator put into the creation that is you. You spend your realities fighting the creation that is you. Allow who you are to be who you are in every moment, without worrying about if who you are is acceptable, without worrying about if who you are will be accepted, without worrying about who you are, without worrying about who you are, as who you are is who you are. Dear ones, you spend your time trying to escape the matrix. The matrix is a part of that creation. Outside of the matrix is energies of creation in which You will see, you will experience, you are seeing, you are experiencing, but in a different way, in a different facet. Your personas, your egos, our personas, our egos are built from survival consciousness, and this is why we fight ourselves. Our egos, our personas are built from survival consciousness, and this is why we fight ourselves. Your ego, your persona isn't bad. It is the energies in which your ego, your persona are or stem from that have to be readjusted, realigned in order to come into alignment with the greater truth of your greatness. As you know, your reality is changing. And as your reality changes, you must understand that you must change as well. Your reality is changing. And as your reality changes, you must change as well. Your reality is changing. And as your reality changes, you must change as well. It will not be a journey of only bumps and bruises, as this journey is a journey that is to be experienced as you are being lifted out of the darkness of not knowing the greatest dimensions, aspects, facets of yourself. May your hearts be light. May your hearts remain light. May you never forget that you are loved, even through your darkest nights. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much, Mrs. Mahalia Jackson, for the channel energies and messages. Again, my name is, I'm being guided to speak. Dagnabbit. That's cool, that's beautiful. But if I'm being honest, I'm trying to go to bed because I am feeling wonky. I'm feeling wonky. It's feeling a lot of high vibrational energies at the same time, like dense energy. Like I'm feeling. So I really want to go lay down and relax. But I'm being guided to speak, and that is okay. That is beautiful. I shall speak. The biggest obstacle to anything in life is the belief that there are obstacles. The biggest obstacle to anything in life is the belief that there is an obstacle. As everything that we're experiencing. Whenever we ask for something, it's being delivered. Whenever we ask for something, it's being delivered. We live in an infinite creation where there aren't any impossibilities. Impossible things are happening every day. Impossible. There are no impossibilities. We live in an infinite creation. I'm so glad that I sang that because that movie when I was a child, God dropped it in my lap. Nothing is a coincidence. Thank you, Brandy. Thank you, Whitney Houston, for that creation. Nothing is a coincidence. We live in an infinite creation where there are no impossibilities. Everything is possible. Nothing is impossible. We live in an infinite creation where everything is impossible. There is no impossibilities. We live in an infinite creation where everything is possible. There is no impossibilities. Whenever we ask for something, it's being delivered. Our biggest obstacle, our biggest resistance to anything in our lives is the belief that there is an obstacle, is the belief that there is resistance. Everything that we experience up to the physical manifestation, as we call it, the physical manifestation of what we ask for in our reality is preparing us for what we asked to be manifested in our reality. everything in which we experience up to the point where we realize what we asked for in our physical reality is preparing us for what we asked for in our physical reality. There are no impossibilities. The biggest obstacles that we have is the belief that there are obstacles. I'm going to go ahead and close out this Pajamas and Prophecies. Again, thank you so much, Mrs. Mahalia Jackson. Thank you to my spirit guides. Thank you to my ancestors. Thank you to the Most High Infinite Creator for making me get up to do this video. I'm glad I did because I needed it. We needed it. We need it. We need it. We need it. Nothing is a coincidence. If you find this video, if you find Kingdom Things Podcast, again, all of the Kingdom Things Podcast content is timeless. I hope that something resonates in your heart space. Whatever doesn't resonate in your heart space, please leave it. Again, we're on a journey of coming into greater alignments with our higher vibrational aspects of self, or our God, Goddess selves, or our divinity, our other aspects of self in which have a greater scope, greater understanding of the greatness, the infinite possibilities in which are at our beck and call to be experienced within this plane of reality as a human being on planet Earth. I am now also holding powwow sessions where I channel specific energies and messages to yourself, as I do specialize not only in divination, but energy healing. So if you feel heart-led to inquire or to book one of my powwow sessions, please go to kingdomthingspodcast.com to book through the Kingdom Things Podcast Square portal. Again, within my powwow sessions, I channel specific energies and messages to yourself in which your soul, your God, Goddess aspect of self wants you to experience in order to assist you with coming into greater alignment with your higher consciousness or your God or Goddess essence, in order for you to be able to glean experience and understanding that is being handed to you in every moment, in order for you to have peace of mind, peace of heart, peace of spirit, to enjoy the ride and, be open to receive, being receptive to what you've asked for. Being open to receive, being receptive to what you asked for. Being open to receive, being receptive of what you asked for. That's what we do. We fight ourselves along the whole way. We're like, I don't want to do this. I want to do that. I'm being guided to go over here. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do everything that you're being guided to do. Everything that your intuition is telling you to do is to assist you with receiving what you've asked for. I'm also an author, singer, songwriter. My literature as well as my music, Ashley Nicole Music on YouTube. My literature is available in the link tree of this Kingdom Things, Pajamas and Prophecies. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you're worthy of the best love. Start giving that love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because in your truest truth, you are love. Again, my name is Ashley Nicole Phillips. Bye.